Guys, welcome to Mountaih versus Bruno. Bruno 7. I'm back with another OU battle, played on Wi-Fi. And we're playing Bruno, who is one of my good buddies. We've been mock partners for like a year or so. Like, we help each other. We do like practice battles for our draft league games. And he and I have played probably like 100 times, maybe more. And he's very good. And yeah, he made semifinals of the CGT, which was the like Champions League of Gen 8. And he's won various other leagues. He's a really good player and a great guy. And yeah, using this team again, I used this in the first game against Vepsis. I lost. This is an offense team, which I built. You know, in hindsight, maybe not the best team. Veps has sort of exposed a few holes, for sure. I've had a bit of success with it on the ladder, but of course it's like low ladder, as I'm just getting back into OU. So, yeah, not sure how good this team is against like really good teams with really good players. So we're gonna test it out again, round 2. So stay tuned. All right, here we go. By we, I mean here I go, because I'm doing post-com here. No Bruno, unfortunately. We were on a call together, but I decided not to record it because it was during the Toronto Air Show and there were jets flying around. It was really annoying. So just me doing post-com here, but we have the benefit of me speeding up the game 1.5 times. Very fun. Well, normally I would lead Cinderace in this situation when I see Samurott, because as I was discussing with Vepsis in the last game, I want to U-turn on that guy, put him in range of Rocky Helmet, and then have it die to Helmet, and therefore you will not get Cecil's Edge up, because that's just how it works. If you die to Helmet, you don't get your spikes, but I guess I wasn't thinking about that, and I went into Magneton here, which is normally like my lead if I don't see anything else particularly intriguing. So yeah, I just defaulted to this, and Cinderace would have been a great lead against Kingambit, but this is fine as well. He was Air Balloon though. I don't know if you caught that, so I can't go for Earth Power. This one is a huge threat to my team, so I'm happy just to get some damage and break his balloon and get a little momentum at the same time. Not the worst case. I go into Corv here, which is my check to everything on this team. He hits me with a big old kowtow. Takes some helmet chip and he's at half, so I'm feeling good. And I'm thinking maybe this is just like a dedicated lead, get damage on everything Kingambit. So I'm considering U-turn, considering Roost, but I'm really considering just knocking him out. But yeah, that was a little too predictable because he just goes into Pult. And I really should have U-turned there, or even Roosted would have been fine. Probably Roost actually was the play, because then, since I don't really have a switch in, if I did U-turn, and if he was slower than me, it would have been bad. Anyway, I don't have a switch into Pult either, so I think I just went for Roost there. Same idea. And I'm just gonna see what he does, and of course he specs Thunderbolt, so that's gonna Corviknight. So tough start for me yet again here. I go into Pult. I am Scarf. It doesn't really tip him off that I'm Scarf, because he knows that I know that he's locked into Thunderbolt, so it's no real risk for me to go Pult, even if I wasn't Scarf. I just go for a Shadow Ball, because Gambit probably gets 2 KO'd, I think. And then Samurott's a pretty risky switch in. So he goes Slowking. And I'm like, alright, perfect. Not a 2 KO, except I get the Spadef drop. So I know for sure he's gonna switch probably now to Kingambit or Samurott. And so I just double out to Sandy Shocks. Expecting one of those two mons to come in. And And sure enough, he does switch. Since the second Shadow Ball would have knocked him out. He goes into Samurott, and I try and get a little too fancy here. I love Terra Grass on Sandy Shocks because I turn my weakness to water, ground, and grass into resistances, which I find really fun. And I just wanted to like show off the tech, I guess. I don't know. I really didn't need to do this in hindsight. So I could have easily just went for Volt Switch there into like Gran or something. Because yeah, I mean, I scare him out. So Volt Switch would have been perfect. Instead, I go for the silly Terra Blast Grass, hoping that he would just go for like Aqua Cutter or something and do nothing. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna Sucker Punch at this point. He does, so I get a Spike Up. And I know he doesn't want me to get several spikes, so this time I just go for the attack, and I get that right as well. So not so bad. We're not in the worst position here. Blew my Terra for no reason, but that's fine, baby. We're cool. We're chilling. Big Magneton, ancient Magneton from the past. You know, except now he's got that Dragapult in again, and theme of this team: no switch into anything. Yeah, this team's bad. It's so fun though, guys. It's very fun. But yeah, I am just considering, like, okay, who do I sack here? Cinderace doesn't look too important anymore. King Gambit's dead. It's not doing much else. Let's be real. So, pretty sure I just sacked that. Yeah. See if I can maybe live a Draco here. Of course I do not. So that is a Choice Specs Draco Meteor. I could go into Pult, but Samurott's still healthy. I could go Pult in U-turn, but that's a bit risky if he stays in. Even -2 Choice Specs Draco does a lot to anything else I could bring in. So I figure this will scare him out, and I can at least get some damage on Samurott. Now this mon is a bit of a win con for me, so this is risky. But I don't know, it seemed like the play at the time. Dark Pulse, yeah, in case he stays in, because he could very well stay in, and he would have done like probably like 90% or something. But I get some nice chip there. I do get a crit, which is lucky. And I'm thinking maybe he's in low kick range now. I also don't have switch in this guy, so I just go for low kick. I'm Naive Nature, which is minus Spadef plus speed, and I am Expert Belt, but yeah, obviously it was not enough to KO there. And slight misplay here. I go for Dark Pulse. I think Surf was just a little better, because it would have hit this harder, and it would have hit obviously Great Tusk harder, which was unlikely, but I went for Dark Pulse in case he went to Pulp. But this one 4 times resist Dark Pulse, so it did nothing. And I'm once again just picking a sack. Yeah, that's the name of the game here, boys. Just pick a sack. Always picking a sack. Never not picking a sack. So we pick a sack here. Magneton. I've got my Spike up. I got to wear my fun hat. You know, my job here is done. Potentially a roll, but he also could have close combat, which he does, so yeah. That would be the stronger move, depending on his investment. But generally it's going to be stronger than a Moonblast. So this... Okay, I make a pretty big mistake here. I should definitely go Pult, right? Right? Because he's -1. Spadef, thanks to close combat. He's probably naive nature as well. He's booster speed, so I would have revealed that I'm Scarf Pult, but like worth it because then he just sacks Samurott, and then I've got Pult in against whatever else he wants to bring after that, which is not the worst case scenario. Not a huge misplay, but like he can just easily bring in Slowking on this mon. So I don't get really too much progress if he does that. Luckily, he doesn't bring Slowking in, so that's good for me. I get to kill Valiant. And now I'm thinking he's probably going Slowking. Just waiting the decision. He goes Great Tusk. I assumed he would Terra here, but all I need is damage to put him in Greninja range, essentially, and then I could potentially just win the game if I get Battle Bond boost. So I just go for Chip. You know, seemed like a good neutral attack in case he did Terra into something that resisted Acro. I don't know. Either way, he's in range of Battle Bond Gren. And so this is where not going Pult earlier is biting me because, as you may remember, he has a Samurott that is in range of dying to spikes, which he definitely would have sacked if I had went Dragapult. I mean, he might have just sacked Valiant. He probably would have sacked Valiant. So maybe it didn't matter, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it didn't matter. Maybe he just would have saved this in the back till Gren came out, which makes sense. That spike really bit me in the ass though, because had I gotten a kill there, this game might have been Jover. Yeah, would have had a nice +1 Ice Beam, or I guess Dark Pulse. I guess Glowking might have lived a hit, but I am Expert Belt, so hard to say. He just destroys me with a resisted Shadow Ball. That is not looking good for your boy. I basically need to KO this and then crit his last two guys, or at least crit the Slowking. Tusk might be in range, but of course I forget he hasn't Terra'd yet. Not that I could do anything else. So yeah, he's gonna live this, and he's gonna take me with Shadow Ball, and that is GG. Really well played to Bruno. It was really fun chatting with him too. We were shooting the shit the whole time. He's a great guy. I'm gonna put his description underneath, as I will be doing for everyone I play. And yeah, he's an excellent player, great guy. And this team, I don't know. I have one more battle with this team. I've already recorded it. So you'll see this one more time against Sally Mumble. That video will go up, I don't know, later in the week. So look forward to that. And then, yeah, I'll probably move on to a different team. We'll see what happens. All right, so thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks, bye.